So welcome back to episode 2 of ProCASTination. I'm Lynn, and this is Alex.
I'm Alex.
I already said your name.
Why can't I introduce myself?
Why are you acting like such a feminist? What are you, a girl?
Only on Tuesdays.
Well, then we're not together on Tuesdays, because I don't roll that way.
Oh, and Kayla's here. Can't forget about Kayla.
No. We got our good friend Kayla. I'm sure Ma will be popping on at some point. All right. So today's topic. Brains are stupid.
Why are brains stupid?
Why our brain? I don't know. Why? What has your brain done this week that's been pretty stupid?
Obsess.
Obsessed. What are you obsessed over, you nerd?
I'm obsessed about chess.
Bro has a freaking $50 a year subscription to chess.com like a freaking nerd.
I actually upped that to $70 a year because I wanted unlimited game reviews.
You guys can't see the look I'm giving him right now.
Oh, I am sure they can feel it.
I said it's almost as bad as smoking.
I'm going to join a chess club. I'm going to join the American Chess Association for a little over $10 a year.
And then you're going to forget about chess in 3.5 weeks.
Yeah, nope, not going to happen. Nope, I'm going to get into it. I'm going to immerse myself in the game and just have fun with it and play casually.
See, normal people just like play a game, go do something else, go take a walk, go chat on the phone for a bit.
I do all that shit too.
Maybe play another game later. They don't think too much of it. They're just having a good time and going about their business. But you latch onto something and then that's the life. You go down the rabbit hole. What can you do with it? Now you're looking at chess tournaments.
Well, I was looking at chess clubs. There's a difference. I want real people to play with on a real board. I want to dip my toe into it, see if it's something that I latch onto, see if it's a new thing I can get into, and then I might join the competition and stuff when I get better, when I get a little bit more immersed into it. And then just not take it too seriously, man. Maybe go to a tournament every now and then, but don't even fucking sweat. What's the problem with that?
Well, there is no problem with that, but I thought you were going to get into woodworking. I thought you were going to get into woodworking.
But that investment wasn't a bad investment because I bought a bunch of tools that we can use around the house at the same time.
Yes, you did.
So we didn't lose in that investment. And I'm helping my credit, so how is that dumb? Not a bad thing.
I didn't say it was dumb. But yeah, we've been kind of just talking about how different our brains work in terms of our interests, which is really interesting because, as his mom likes to say, he has ADHD, so his brain's always jumping topics or interests, but you also have some autistic tendencies going on, so you hyper focus on one thing until you jump to another thing, and that's I think a lot of people struggle with that, that have they're trying to keep a focus, keep an interest, and you kind of have both problems at once.
I kind of have both problems. I hyper-focus on stuff when I really should just be taking it more easy. And it's hard for me not to do that. I've been on a chess kick lately, and I kind of just don't want to do anything that's not chess-related. And that's just how my brain works right now. And then, a little bit down the line, maybe I fall off the chess bandwagon, but I'm going to come back to it at some point.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to hyper-focus as much. I'll be hyper-focusing on a completely different thing. And that's the thing. I'm going to have a bunch of interests in life, and I'll be a jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes, and I've kind of accepted that. I was kind of salty about it yesterday, but I've kind of accepted that. Because it's all about having experiences in life, right?
Yeah, and we can't always control what our brains do. I mean, heck, we're playing chess, and he's over there, learning all the stuff and doing these subscriptions and learning moves, and my brain don't operate that way. I could learn how the pieces move and think, 1, 2, maybe 3 moves ahead. but I can't really chain it all together in a way that to make an actual play and really know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to survive. And I get my ass kicked every time. And when you play something and it's not fun to get your butt kicked every time. So I was getting a little salty about that the other day. But I had a talk with myself and I'm like, I just need to stop being a little bitch. Cause it is just a game and I don't, and I think the root of it is nobody likes to feel stupid. And, that's something that we've talked about a lot in various situations, is like not wanting the other one to feel stupid, not wanting to feel stupid. We have friends, they don't want to feel stupid, so we try to kind of, I mean, if your friend needs to hear some hard truth, you want to do it in a way that doesn't make them feel stupid. So I don't know, I'm trying to calm myself on my own bullshit. That's what I call it. Monitoring what the heck my brain is doing and try to keep myself from, like, just letting that fully drive me, because I don't like it.
I think it's super important whenever you are in, like, any sort of competition or you're trying to learn any fucking thing. One thing you gotta realize is you're going to make mistakes. You're not going to win every game. And that's okay. That doesn't mean you're freaking dumb. You're learning, right? For every mistake you make, there's an opportunity to learn. And I've always said that even if you lose the game, you still haven't lost as long as you learn something. That's a victory right there, is taking your losses and learning how to not make that same mistake.
Yeah.
And that's something you could take away from that and maybe come away with a more positive attitude.
Yeah. And it's different when everybody has their different strengths and you're trying to match up with the people you care about, trying to find the same interests, and you're all good at different things, so that can be tough.
Yeah. Oh, well, like I said this to John many times, man. Like, I'm not any smarter than you are. I might make you look stupid, like in this, that, or the other thing, but you'll make me look stupid in something, right? Like, it all depends on the situation. Intelligence is relative.
Mm-hmm.
That's just it. The only person who's truly stupid on this planet is someone that cannot learn. And that's just kind of not fair to really call them stupid at that point, because it's probably some mental disability.
I would say the only people that are stupid are people that are unwilling to learn.
Unwilling to learn is a better way. Unable is not a good way of saying it.
Unwilling.
Willing to learn is better.
I think stupidity is a choice.
Stupidity is most often a choice.
If you can't help what capacities you're given, you're not stupid. You're just limited. But if you can help it and you choose to do stupid things anyway, that's on you, man. Self-accountability.
Yep, I've had my obsessions lately. What have you been obsessed about? Do you like think about anything like a lot? Do you obsess over any sort of thoughts or insecurities you might have?
No, I'd say there's definitely insecurities I never thought I would have, and I always kind of, when we still do this, kind of laugh at that insecure girl brain. Those stereotypes of, like, I don't know, if you made a comment about how I looked, that dress makes you look really pretty in that dress. Are you saying I don't look pretty all the time? Or you say I'm normally ugly? No, it's not. But we joke about that all the time. That's actually one of our inside jokes, is to just sarcastically, take things the wrong way and have a good laugh about it.
Oh, yeah. Bunch of fake arguments.
Bunch of fake, literal nothing arguments. Dane Cook did a comedy skit on nothing fights. That was great. That was a great one. But I don't do that. However, that doesn't mean my brain is incapable of making those fallacies on its own. And that frustrates me, because I didn't think I would ever be like that. But at least I have the insight, the self-monitoring to know what my brain is doing of its own accord, and to say, no, we're not going to act on that. That's bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about calling out your own bullshit. You can't control what you think, but you can control how you react to your thoughts.
Exactly. Yep, that's another therapy 101 there. You can't control the thoughts, but the thoughts don't have to control you. Um, and that's, I've had a lot of change in the last year. Not even a year, but yeah, we'll say a year. Pretty much losing everybody close to me except for Alex, and I always railed against emotional codependence, and I find myself here doing that, being emotionally codependent, being more selfish, and we've talked about it. I know what my brain's doing, I know what I need to stop doing, I talk about it with him, we get through it, and I don't hold him accountable for my brain doing stupid shit. That's my responsibility.
At the same time, it's just like when you do have those bad days and you do fall down, it's kind of my job to take some of the stuff that you might say and kind of just take it with a grain of salt. How I react to maybe some of the bullshit you're dealing with is also my prerogative.
Yeah.
Right? So I try to help you the best I can. Maybe I let shit slide every now and then. Why? Because it's not really a big deal. Because I know you're coming from a place, you're not doing it maliciously. You're coming from a place, you're hurting right now. And you're gonna make mistakes, and that's just fucking how life works, man. That's being human.
Well, and sometimes, and I actually had a conversation with somebody about this yesterday. Sometimes just, you can't really identify with somebody until you've been in their shoes. And you can't force yourself into those shoes. You can take your best guess at what that might feel like, but sometimes you just really can't understand. And, somebody was telling me something yesterday about an ex that they had, and, that they were always just bitching just a bitch. And, for once I said, I can actually see where that person might have been coming from. I'm not going to say that the way they acted was correct, that it was the way they should have acted, but I think, more accurately empathize to maybe what their mind was doing that kind of prevented them from being appreciative or being empathic or, seeing the rest of the world around them. So, like you said earlier, you might fail at something technically, but you're always learning something along the way. And, how you bounce back from that is key.
Yeah, that's it. It's all about understanding, man. You need to understand yourself. You need to understand everyone else. That's just it. That's how you find peace in life. It's through understanding yourself and understanding those that that are close to you. Without understanding, we cannot have peace. We just have more fucking fights.
Yep, and making a choice. What's more important to you? Your personal relationships or being right? And very often being right or sticking to your guns to think that you're right is going to leave you ending up alone and high and dry. Taking accountability is really important, and asking yourself, what is it that's important to me, so that you don't lose that. Because not being self-aware is going to push people away. They don't have to put up with your BS. They didn't sign up for that. And you didn't sign up for their BS either. So if somebody's doing that to you and not taking accountability and, not trying to take responsibility for their own stuff and how it affects you, that's a red flag. And we want, I'm a big proponent of personal relationships. I want people to get along and be happy and, as happy as they can be.
That's just it. It's all a balancing act. You need to balance, your needs with other people's needs and stuff like that.
And other things that brains do that are stupid. Why is it that sometimes let's say you're bored and you want to do something, but your brain's like, every idea you come up with, your brain's like, nah, not that. Nah, not that. I've done that so many times. I just kind of end up like just sitting there wasting time, Or like how many people are like, I know I need to go do the dishes. I know I need to go do the laundry. I know I need to get up out of this bed. And the motivation's just not there, and you're like, how the heck do I get it to come back?
You're looking at the forest, you're not looking at the trees. You got to cut the forest down, right? So rather than just starting at tree 1 and working your way over to tree 74, you're looking at all 74 trees and going, "Ah, shit, that's a lot of work."
That's probably how most people see it, yeah.
If you can't do it all, just pick one and do that. And then tomorrow, maybe pick the next thing. Take it in chunks. That's how you fix the motivation problem. You just got to pick one, do it, and just stop looking at the whole thing.
Yeah, break it down. But it sucks to want to do something and your body and your brain are like, "No, man, we don't have the energy for that." What was it? A couple days ago we did that. We had plans, but we thought they would be earlier in the day than they were. And so we're just kind of sitting around, and I'm like, "Oh gosh, man, I'd like to just go back to bed, but I can't." And I was like, "You know what? Let's go outside. Let's go do something to put energy back." And it worked. But man, sometimes your brain just doesn't want to cooperate with you, does it?
Nope. I definitely have days where I have a lack of motivation. I definitely have days where shit doesn't get done. And I think you just got to realize that not every day can be a winner, but you can always start. You can always start today when you wake up, right? I have a literal tattoo on my arm that says "Start today."
Yeah.
It's in a place that's easy to see. That way, when I'm feeling a lack of motivation, I can look down and be like, "All right, well, we're going to start making it better today." If I'm ever having a bad day, we're making it better, and we're starting today.
Is there any comments over there? It looks like there's comments over there.
Kayla had a couple of comments. She said she obsesses about insecurities all the time. She said she didn't leave. She just moved 2 hours away with the ellipses.
Yeah.
She agrees with the whole balancing act concept, and motivation is abso-fucking-lutely a problem I have, especially when the depression sets in.
Yeah, it's... I thought you'd be reading those when they came across, but when you weren't
I didn't want to interrupt you.
When you didn't read them, I was like, are they not really anything we can comment on, or
you're getting into some heavy topics, and I didn't want to
gotcha
interrupt you.
you can interrupt. It's casual. I mean, we wanna bring some serious messages along with some jokes along the way. I mean, it's not like super, we're not trying to browbeat nothing. But yeah, we just want some jokes. We want some relatable experiences, but yeah, awful lonely without you though, Kayla. I'm sure you feel the same, being 2 hours away.
Oh, I'm impressed he followed along as to win. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I was paying attention to your comments and stuff. I was just trying to look for a good time to bring those in. Yeah, she feels lonely. I imagine, when you moved away, it kind of isolated you. So Vincent's probably been a big rock for you. Or Vincent.
Why so formal?
Vince? Because she says Vincent all the time. I see her post on Facebook.
Okay. But it's Vinny, not Vincent.
All right, Vinny.
Alexander.
Alexander. Well, I'll take it, man. I like my name, damn it.
But, we've had some serious topics, but what about some more funny ones?
Oh.
What else did your brain do this week that you had to message me about and just freak out about?
God, I've tried to put lights up around the frickin' office here. Because I wanted some ambient lighting for my streams in the future, right? And alright, so we have the shitty wallpaper that it crumbles. Anything you do to it is just going to be fucked up. So I tried to put up command strips so I can hang the lights. Hey, what's up, Klausa? How you doing? Vincent's his name, but yeah, he goes by Vinny, and he absolutely has been a rock. Yeah, I imagine. I got off subject, dang it.
The wallpaper crumbles.
Yeah,
You tried
the
command
wallpaper
strips.
crumbles like practically with anything. So I put command strips up to go to freaking hang the lights, and I put command strips up around the room. Spent maybe about 30 minutes doing that, and then I go to hang the lights, and the first command strip just falls off, and I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, now what? I'm gonna have to go get some staples from Lowe's. I'm gonna have to get a staple gun, man. This is gonna be a pain in the
Staples
ass.
from Lowe's, not from Staples.
No, Staples from Lowe's, not from Staples, because apparently Staples doesn't sell fucking staples. Ah, but I will never get the logic behind that. But you know, just when I was about to give up and go to Lowe's and get me some staples and a staple gun, I see the directions, and the directions say that there was like adhesive. An adhesive strip on it that I could just peel off and put up. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, let's go. But the only problem is the wire was too short. So I have like a, what do you call it, a surge protector underneath my desk. And it just wouldn't reach to where the lights needed to go, like next to the roof. So I had to run a string of wires up the wall. I was going to make that temporary until I could get an extension cord. And... you know, so I pulled the adhesive tape off and I just stripped the lights up the wall and then around the entire room. I get to the end and I go to move the freaking beginning of it to go put it, you know, to link it up with the other side. And the freaking wallpaper comes up. Now I got a big freaking brown line going up the wall. So I start freaking out and I messaged Lindsay about it. I'm like, I'm such a fucking dumbass. God damn it. Why didn't I think about this when the command strips failed? You know, I saw that the wallpaper was crumbling. What the fuck am I thinking? So, yeah, she tells me to calm down. The wallpaper's trash anyway. Don't even worry about it. So I'm like, all right. So I get an extension cord. And I go to freaking, you know, use the extension cord to hang the freaking command box. And the command box just fucking swings. I drop it, and it rips half the fucking lights off the ceiling. I got pissed, man. I was like, fuck this, fuckity, fuck that. And I pulled the other half of the lights off the ceiling. So now we just got a brown strip all the way around the ceiling, a brown strip going up the wall, and it's bullshit. I don't have my lights now.
Yeah, now that you say that, I can see it. But, you know, I'm not, this room is just weird. Kayla can attest this room is weird.
So I'm gonna get some Christmas lights. And we're going to put them up, because that's way easier than that stupid-ass LED fucking strip lights. Fuck!
Maybe for a normal wall, it would have worked. But for plaster walls with wallpaper on them that are probably dust-covered. Yeah, I was like, bro, look around. There's literally pieces of the wallpaper missing. It's not a big deal. But we have found... that the tasks that you would think would be like the simplest are really just the hardest. Like last year, we needed to like fix the doorknob on the front door because it like wasn't lining up. Like when the wood swells or whatever, it wasn't lining up to actually latch. So we were trying to move it a little bit. And we didn't know how to do it right. We thought it would be pretty simple. No, we ended up chewing up the whole, what do they call that around the door? The whole...
Oh, man. What do you call that? It's like where it latches.
Yeah, the whole trim. The whole trim around the door where that latches. It's all messed up now because we messed it up. Because we thought, hey, this should be easy. And it absolutely wasn't easy.
We had to call a professional company to fix it for us.
Yep.
So the door would shut.
So the door would shut. I also remember, like, I have this little bug zapper catcher thing on the back porch, and it has like those long light bulbs in it, and I went to change those, and oh my god, I was trying to do that for like half hour, 45 minutes. I'm like, why is it that these light bulbs are the hardest light bulbs to change ever? My neighbors probably thought I was nuts because I was just bitching to myself. Like, why is this so hard? I don't understand.
Dude, the neighbors probably think I'm fucking nuts. My voice is loud, man.
Your voice is louder than mine.
So when I get pissed off, man, they probably think I'm about to tear the house down.
Or when I was trying to hang the stupid curtain rods. and the screws wouldn't go in the window frame. And I'm like, what is happening? And you finally figured out the answer to that. But by that point, I was like, I'm fucking done. You know, you can try to hang these, but I'm done. Like, this should be really easy. You drill screws into something, and it should stay there. Why isn't it?
Kayla says, I'm sure by now the neighbors are beyond used to you, especially your singing while swinging.
Oh, that too.
Man, I get that. Sometimes I'm just like, man, she has no fear. She's just out there singing to her heart's content. She's not even worried about the people around her. She's just swinging and singing.
But if I turn down the volume on my headphones, then I'm not so confident.
Not so confident?
I'm not so confident.
Well, here's the thing. Your voice would probably actually sound better if you turn the music down. Because you'll be able to hear yourself a lot more and you'd be more self-conscious and stuff like that. But if you're swinging and singing, there's a freedom to just like letting loose. But by letting loose and not being able to hear yourself, you're not really hitting the notes.
Well, probably not, but I can't hit the notes anyway.
You're just outside just going, man, what was a Metallica song? Blah, 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 blah. I don't know.
King Nothing! That.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah, you're just out there just going, I don't know. I knew you were trouble when you walked in.
First of all, I don't even have that song. Do not make people think that I have that song because I don't.
She said, and yelling at the Roomba.
And that. We covered that last one.
Oh, God, that stupid Roomba, man.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, yeah, anger. Anger's another thing I need to deal with. When it comes to people, I don't get angry. It's technology that pisses me off.
Yep.
I fucking hate technology, man.
I kind of wimp out. If I do get mad at a person, I kind of wimp out. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. But yeah, technology, man.
Dude, Klausla says, but you'll be happier for a brief moment while you sing freely. I'm like, that is the point.
Yes, that is the point. I probably sound like I'm dying to something, I don't know how I sound.
You don't sound terrible, but you're definitely not hitting the note. It's that weird medium between like, yeah, she doesn't know how to sing, but it doesn't sound bad.
I don't know.
My ears aren't bleeding, but they're not exactly loving what they're hearing.
The truth comes out now. Back to our topic. Brains are weird. I am a big fan of being weird, like being unapologetically weird, not like weird to the point of just creeping people out or being so bizarre and off the wall, not that, but when my mom had a conniption fit and she yelled at me because when the COVID pandemic started, I started getting ads on Facebook for plague doctor stuff. And for anybody that doesn't know what a plague doctor is, it was around the time of the bubonic plague. If you've ever seen those masks that kind of look like birds, like creepy looking bird masks or something, the beaks would house herbs and stuff that would protect the doctors from the disease, or at least they thought it would. So they had this plague doctor stuff advertised on Facebook, and I'm like, I have to have this. This is great. Everybody's acting like the end of the world is here. So I got a mask. I already had a top hat and, a cloak and everything. And I dressed up like a plague doctor and I walked around town like that. And I got Facebook famous for probably, 15 minutes or so. And it was kind of cool. I didn't do it for Facebook fame. I just did it because I wanted to be kind of weird and make a bit of a statement and get people talking a little.
Kayla also likes to be weird and uniquely herself.
There you go.
How have you done that lately? Answer that question. How have you been weird and uniquely yourself? Give us a story.
Well, I know I said, jump in any time, but I was continuing my story. But anyway.
Go.
But anyway, yeah, I did that, and my mom's like, you're a professional in the community. Everybody's going to think you're psycho. And I'm like, no, people, if you wonder why people like Halloween, it's because people like to dress up and let their creative side out. And that's the one acceptable day of the year where you can do that. So I think that's why Halloween's so popular. And whenever I try to suggest that people be weird and like embrace the funny, the cool, the weird, they just look at you like you're insane. Like they're self-conscious.
Kayla says we need to dress up all as plague doctors this year.
Yes.
Sounds good to me.
Well, we still need to do that whole. Okay, our Halloween plans this coming Halloween are going to be to try to go to that asylum ball with John, and we're doing our plan of you're Prince Charming, I'm Cinderella, and he's the fairy godmother.
Oh, he would jump on that so hard.
We're doing it.
He dressed up as Consuela from Family Guy once. You know, with his lemon pledge and the no. Oh no.
And then, what could Kayla be? Kayla, if you come, what would you be in that story? That's the question we're giving her.
Oh yeah, what would Kayla be in the whole fairy godmother, Prince Charming, Cinderella thing?
I don't know. Would she be the prince's dad? That's like, get together with this chick.
Would she be the mouse that helps Cinderella?
The mouse, the mice.
The mice.
One of the mice.
Help Cinderella get the Prince Charming. I don't know. What would that
Maybe
fucking mouse do? I don't know.
Oh,
I never watched it too much.
You never watched?
I did, but I forget.
They made the dress. They made the dress, and they got her the key when the stepmother locked her in the room. They got the key.
Oh, there we go.
But you know, Kayla could always be Lucifer the cat.
Lucifer. Oh yeah. I don't remember that character at all.
You don't remember that character at all?
I'm going to act like I remember that character. Yep.
The black cat that's an asshole.
Oh yeah, that cat. No,
you don't remember.
No, I don't remember.
You don't remember the cat when we played Kingdom Hearts?
Oh fuck yeah, that cat.
That cat.
He wasn't black, was he?
Yeah, he's like a black cat.
Oh wait,
he's got like some white on him. His feet are white. His tip of his tail, I think, is white.
I know what cat you're talking about.
All right,
now.
There you go.
Okay, I was thinking about, for some reason, you remember that first level in Kingdom Hearts, the original one, just after like the intro sequence.
Cheshire Cat, Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, Alice in Wonderland.
No, not that cat.
I was thinking that one.
Not
I'm just
that
like,
cat.
He's not black. What the fuck?
But
now I know what you're talking about.
I actually think isn't it? Hell, what's that one with Ventus in it?
Ventus, that was Birth by Sleep?
Birth by Sleep, I think, has a Cinderella level in it with Lucifer the cat, but I don't think you got that far.
Yeah. I played as Aqua first, so...
Oh, yeah, you did.
I got... Dang it, I got to that part.
Yeah, okay.
Burp.
What'd she say?
She said, I want to be Gus Gus.
You want to be Gus Gus?
Pick a different Disney film.
Pick a different Disney film? She said pick a different Disney film?
It's been years since I saw Cinderella, so just so you know. Oh, man. What other kind of...
What other kind of stupid things do brains do?
What other kind of stupid things do brains do? Maybe to gain control of something.
Well, how about we take something from our audience? Kayla, what other stupid things does your brain do? How about that? We'll take a poll from our... And what about you, Klausla?
Yeah, Klausla.
What is your... I think you only read one comment. One or two comments.
Well, he's only made like 2 comments.
Okay. All right, so if you're listening, Klausla, and Kayla better be listening, or the boogeyman's going to get her.
The boogeyman. Are you the boogeyman? She's standing right behind you right now.
Oh, no. No.
Don't look. Don't look. That was just to expedite your death. Hey, so jar of good shit.
Jar of good shit.
I'm reading my notes right now.
You're terrible at segues. You're terrible at segues. What do you do?
If you call it out like that, it just makes it more terrible, doesn't it? You could have played off that, but you didn't. So
I could have.
You made it worse.
I did. I made it worse on purpose.
You made it worse on purpose to create an awkward conversation like this that creates comedy. Let's tell them all of our tricks.
We're being real. We still suck. This is like my singing. It's like not so terrible you don't want to listen to it, but it's not real great either.
We don't have a fucking script. We just go off the top of our head. I have like things here that correlate to what we're talking about. And I'm just trying to figure out how to segue, okay, man? I'm floundering.
Oh, goodness.
Floundering.
Floundering.
What the heck likes to allow? What?
What?
My chatbot shouldn't be doing stupid shit like that. Also, my brain likes to be pervy, she says. And my chatbot wanted to block that even though I disabled that setting.
Huh. Well, our brains also like to be pervy, but is that, I mean, I guess depending on the situation, it's stupid. We don't, one thing I will say is we're just trying to keep this, I don't mind a couple, suggestive jokes here, but especially with me being a therapist, I'm not going to go down the, rabbit hole of like dirty jokes or anything. So
Kayla says her brain likes to get stuck loading, so she can't remember what she was doing when she walked into a room. She also tends to fixate on conversations until she fully understands what the hell is going on.
All right, so take that one step at a time. You said you like your brain just loads, so you'll go to do something and you don't remember what it is that you're wanting to do. I've done that. I'm like, what did I? Excuse me, what did I come in here for? I just thought about it. Where'd it go?
How many times have I walked into a room and done the same thing? Like, even at work, I go to, like, freaking get the residents' laundry out and stuff like that, and I go downstairs to go, take stuff out of the dryer. And I go downstairs, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing down here? I go back upstairs, because I completely forget about it. And then I sit down, and, like, 6 o'clock rolls around. I got an hour till I'm done. I'm like, what the hell am I forgetting? Laundry!
Laundry. Well, you'll also walk into a room, turn on the light, 3 seconds later realize what you're looking for isn't in there, walk out, not turn off the light.
Yep, I'll do that. I'll go into a room pointlessly and leave the light on. She has to get on me about freaking turning the light off.
Light!
Klausla says his brain shuts off sometimes, and when he gets back to being himself, he makes sounds and shouts a little bit.
Well, that's interesting. I would like to... It's too bad we don't have you on voice chat, because I'd like to, I don't know, talk about that. I mean, I've had the experience of my brain, just kind of shutting off. It's not... I think I've told you before, I'm like, it's dead. I have nothing to give.
Yep.
I can listen to you, but it's going to go in one ear and out the other, so don't expect anything from me.
Klausel just forces himself back into himself. He's just like, ah!
It's just more...
Poof! Here I am, bitches!
Here I am!
You have to retrace your steps by doing the last thing you remember again and again.
Oh, goodness. That sounds annoying.
Kayla says her brain is especially annoying when working in the fast food industry.
Yeah, because you can't... I don't know, that's a whole different thing. Retail, fast food, things that, jobs that people take for granted that nobody really wants to do, but somebody has to do them. People treat McDonald's employees like trash while simultaneously demanding that their Big Mac, has all the toppings that they wanted, minus the onions, well, don't go through McDonald's if you really look down on it that much. Jeez. Oh, well, she made a voice recording. Okay, well, let me play this and see how it does on the mic.
I was simply saying that my brain, when I leave the apartment, I, triple check my door to make sure it's locked. I'll walk up the stairs, go partway down the sidewalk, come back to make sure I have not only turned everything off in the apartment, but relock the door. And then I'll get to work, and I'll stop, and I'll ask myself, did I remember to lock the door?
Oh, there we go. She's not blocked.
There you go. She's not blocked. Okay.
Yeah, obsessing over stuff like that. Did I lock the door? Oh, shit. Did I start the laundry before I left? What?
No, that's actually not stupid shit that your brain does. That's actually cool shit. Because your brain is on autopilot. Your brain wants to work efficiently. And this is apparently where I turn into a nerd. Your brain wants to work efficiently, so, it goes to autopilot to conserve energy on the things that it knows that you do all the time anyway. So, your commute to and from work, you might zone out. And I'm not going to say that's like great, but the reason you often don't remember your commute is because your brain is on autopilot. It's done this drive so many times, it doesn't have to pay as good of attention. So why would it expend extra energy to pay good attention when it already knows the route inside and out? So I don't know. I think autopilot's cool, and like when you are in the habit of, turning off all your electronics and your lights and shutting and locking the door, then you leave and you're like, did I do that? Well, it's because of that same concept. And I find that just cool. Like it can be annoying for sure because you don't want to have to retrace your steps, but I don't know. The brain does some messed up shit, and then it does some cool shit, and that's some cool shit.
Oh yeah. Let's see. That's awful, especially when you have animals in the house. Crying face.
Oh, when you have animals in the house. Oh, to like forget to lock the door, or
to just not know if you forgot this, that, or the other thing in general.
Oh, yeah. Well, when we forget things, it's also not very fun for the animals. we leave, and Buddy, our dog, he barks. He's like, "No, you're not leaving without me, right? Bark, bark, bark." And then we turn around, we're like, "Oh, we forgot this thing." So we open the door, and he's like, "Oh, you're home." And then we leave, and then he's like, "Bark, bark, bark, what are you doing? What the hell?"
He's like, "You forgot something.
And you
forgot something."
And he spins in constant circles. So as soon as you start shutting the door, he starts spinning in rapid circles, barking. Like, what the fuck, man?
God damn it.
Why don't I get to go? This is bullshit.
Poor Buddy's just like, they forgot something. We come back. No, they didn't. We leave again. Fuck! Not again.
Not again.
Let me bark to make sure they don't forget me this time. Oy.
Oh, man. He's funny, though. The cat could care less. She loves us, but... she don't care if she don't want to go nowhere.
She likes her alone time.
She likes her alone time.
Because I fuck with her a lot.
Until she needs to poop, and then I hear her meow, 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 and she won't shut up. She doesn't do this as much anymore, but she used to not shut up until I meowed back to acknowledge okay. And then you'll hear her in the litter box scratching around. She does her business. She comes out, and then she'll meow incessantly, and she won't stop until I acknowledge that she pooped with my own meow.
Wow. I didn't even know about that.
Listen, she hasn't really done it for a long time, but she definitely used to do that to me. And then sometimes I'll just hear her in the house just meowing incessantly. And she must be waiting for my response, because as soon as I meow back, she stops. And most of the time she just comes into whatever room I'm in. I don't know if she's trying to use echolocation or what she's doing.
Let's see. Klausless cat jumps to the doorknob, so if he forgets the doors open without the key, he can run away and leave my apartment open.
I don't want your cat. Your cat's too much of an escape artist.
Too smart.
Too smart. We don't want stupid animals in this house, but we don't want too smart of animals either.
Kayla says B is amusing and interesting.
Well, she wasn't amusing and interesting when we had John over to play a game the other night. And we got home and fed the animals, and 10 minutes later, you hear the wow, wow,
no.
and then and I'm like, no, and they're like, what? I'm like, that's the I gotta puke meow. And of course, she runs upstairs just to vomit on the carpet on purpose.
Yeah, exactly. There's hardwood floor all downstairs. Both Buddy and B, as soon as they puke, they walk right over to a rug and puke on it. 90% of the floor is wood.
Man, Buddy vomited not too long ago. He vomited at night in 4 or 5 different places, but all of them were on the rugs. All of them. And it took me a week to get the smell of vomit out of the house. I'm like, thanks, man. You couldn't have done this on the hard floor where it was super easy to clean up and get the smell out. No.
Nope, couldn't do that. Had to go wash the whole ass rug. Boy.
I'm glad I don't have kids.
Yep. Kids would be worse.
Kids would be way worse.
Kids would be much worse. you can't just get rid of a kid if the kid's a problem.
Oh, you won't potty train while you're going to the orphanage. Bye. I can't deal with stupid children.
Bye.
If I get a dog that won't house train, I'm like, you're going back to the pound because I ain't doing this. I'm sorry. You're not going to ruin my house. I can't do it.
Back to the pound. Imagine save Chucky today before he's euthanized.
Chucky? Of all the names, you didn't say Jeffrey or Mr. Jingles. You finally said a different name, and the name you chose was Chucky?
Yep. Chucky just sounds like a stereotypical kid name.
Oh, okay.
I watched Rugrats as a kid.
Well, true. I used to think of Chucky from Rugrats, and now I think of the actual Chucky movie.
Oh, Klausel says, I rescued my cat mom when she was pregnant. I left her in my room to use the vacuum in another room. She got scared and liquid pooped all over my bed. Oh, God.
No. Oh, my goodness.
Jesus. That's not good.
That's not
How did you get that out of your bed to, curiosity is just saying you didn't. I'd just get other sheets at that point.
Yeah.
Maybe even another fucking mattress cover. Maybe another mattress.
I don't know. I guess it depends on how far it bled through.
Maybe another bedroom while I'm at it. Let's just move out of the whole ass house. Why not? New bed. Kayla says new bed.
New bed. Oh, I don't like those animals that like purposefully pee on things. Like not just marking, although I can't stand that either. But like the ones that are like spiteful and so they go on your bed and pee on it. Oh, that's an animal that won't stay with me. Nope, it'll go somewhere else.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly it. What wasn't Eva like that?
She did it twice.
Submissive peeing.
Well, there is the submissive peeing too, and I can't stand that either. I'm like, go away. You're not cute. If I
52 minutes. No. Oh, fuck. Yeah, there it goes. There it goes. The stream didn't end. It disconnected for a second.
Okay.
For some reason. I don't know why. I shut down all internet services, but yeah. Whatever. 52 minutes in. All right, we're good.
All right. What did Klausel say?
Klausel said he was lucky that the poop didn't get to the mattress, but the sheets were pretty bad.
Oh yeah.
Man, there's just no coming back for those sheets.
There's no coming back from my cat's good about. I think I can only have one cat at a time because one, dealing with the litter box of for more than one cat's just too much for me. But two, oftentimes we've had issues with like cats not wanting to use the litter box if we have more than one, even though we have like multiple litter boxes. But with my cat uses the litter box, but last summer she had bladder stones. And so when cats obviously don't feel good, they pee somewhere else. So of course, the only room in the house that has good updated carpet is the bedroom, which is the only place I would really want to keep it. And she had to pee on it.
Yep.
I mean, I can't really be mad at her. But at the same time, every time the warm weather comes around, that corner of the room, I can smell it. Drives me nuts. Cat pee is the worst.
Yeah, it can't get any worse than freaking cat pee. The freaking bike trail, man, those bushes.
Oh, man, they tried to make, we have a bike trail, like, pretty much down the hill from our...
There goes the cat.
There
Speaking
goes
of the
cat.
devil.
She's playing with something, I don't know, fuzz.
We just heard skid.
But yeah, we have a bike trail down the hill from our house, and there's, like, toward one of the, like, tunnels, they tried to make a nice little walking path under those, what do you call those? Where, like, vines grow up over them and stuff like that. And they have some nice pretty trees down there, and there's some benches and stuff. But the problem is,
Archways.
Cats love to pee over there in all the bushes that they planted. So you walk by it, well, you ain't gonna walk through it because it smells like cat pee.
Exactly. Klausler says cat piss is pure acid.
It is, and it don't go away. I don't care what you do, it ain't going away ever. How? And my brain likes to hyper focus on smells. I can't. If I smell something not good, I just get instantly irritated, and I can't until that smell is gone or I'm away from it. I'm just instantly not in a good mood. I'm in a bad mood until I fix it.
That segues back into the stupid brain thing, man.
See?
Freaking Yep. My brain just gave up.
Your brain just gave up. You're like, that segues back. That's cool. And then you're like, fuck. My brain stopped.
Kayla says her brain hyper focuses on food smells.
Oh. Yeah, your brain does hyper focus on food smells. And there were many things about living with me that was interesting. Because you hyper focused on like little things, even though I tried. I usually keep a pretty clean house. It's not always dusted, because I would be doing that every day, all day. But you know, I keep things picked up and keep things like pretty tidy, and you know, it's not filthy or smelly or anything like that. But like, your brain hyper focused in on odd things about my house.
Yeah, that goes into everything. You need to know what makes other people tick.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just like, okay, well, Lindsay can't walk into one of my friend's house because she doesn't like a certain smell that emanates from the place.
Yeah.
So now she can't walk in and visit my friend with me, so we have to take the friend out of the house.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of stuff. That's the kind of compromises you can make when your brain's being, you know, dumb, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, because sometimes you just can't help it. You know, you smell a certain smell, you get mad. You smell a certain smell and it just turns you off. Especially if a place smells bad, and like, you know, Kayla said she hyper focuses on food smells and stuff like that. Well, if a place is smelling bad and you got dinner prepared and stuff like that, do you really want to eat the dinner?
Yeah, but no.
No.
No, you're like, oh God, what is it? I mean, and logic tells you the food is probably fine, but like, no, your taste and your smell are so closely intertwined in your eating experience. You know, if one's not on board, the other one ain't on board neither.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. You need good aroma, you need good presentation. And usually with bad aroma comes bad presentation too.
Yo, good aroma. My mom once said Olive Garden needs to have its own line of candles.
Yep.
Woodwick candles. Woodwick Olive Garden candles.
Oh, Woodwick Olive Garden candles.
Oh,
that would
yeah.
be the best shit.
That would be the best shit.
If y'all never bought Woodwicks, man, they smell up your whole house in 5 minutes. They're the best freaking things.
I mean, they're like $24 or something. But, like, first of all, they last a good while, and they will still smell up your house. Even when there's virtually nothing to burn, it'll still smell. It'll still smell good. It's fantastic.
It's great. Yeah, I love those things. I will never buy another freaking candle.
No, we've tried to buy a couple other candles, and we were not
They're
impressed.
not the same,
They're
man.
not the same. They suck, and you burn them down so far, and the smell's gone, and But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's any other comments about what weird things your mom didn't join, and you didn't tell her, did you?
Yeah. How dare she?
You didn't tell her.
She gets notified of every stream. She is a follower. She needs to take some responsibility and click on that notification when it pops up.
You didn't invite your mom.
I didn't invite my mom.
You didn't invite your mom.
Because
Shame.
my mom invites herself.
Shame.
It's up to her to invite herself.
Maybe she wanted you to invite her. And now she's sitting home crying.
Well, that is her prerogative. She should have told me she wanted me to invite her.
She said, my son doesn't love me. He didn't invite me to watch his
You don't tell me what you want, woman. I can't satisfy.
Oh, goodness. But I think we're if we're not at an hour, we're close. We're around it.
Oh, we are
somewhere.
exactly in an hour.
All right, we're exactly in an hour minus a couple minutes for some technical difficulties and start up. So, I don't know. I think that was pretty. I think that was pretty good. And we got some good interaction from Klausla and Kayla. We appreciate you both. Thank you. We do not know what we're going to do for next week's topic. We just kind of figured that out on the fly today. So we're winging it, man. We're just trying to have fun with this.
Seat of our pants, just talking for an hour. Like, all the topics weren't really about the brain being stupid. We segued into frickin' pets. But you know what? It's just all good time at the end of the day. It doesn't really matter. That's the beauty of it, man. You turn on the frickin' stream, you don't know what the hell you're going to talk about.
No.
You just end up talking. That's why I love having an audience when we're doing this.
Yeah.
Because we get involvement from you guys, and then it just turns into an all-around good time.
Yeah. So, if you, like we said last time, if you have any topics that you think would be cool for us to cover, you have any funny stories you want to share.
Kayla says senses.
Senses.
Like smell, touch, etc.
She says senses?
Yeah, senses. Like your 5 senses.
Yeah, I get it. What about them?
She said that should be the next topic.
Oh, that should be the next topic.
Yep.
All right. Well, we could look into how senses play a part. We touched on some of that today. But I don't know. We can totally get with you and see what you would like to explore on that. And I had another thought, and my stupid brain forgot what it was.
Yeah, goddamn stupid brain. I have a freaking sign above my desk right now that says, "Dear brain, please shut up."
Well, sometimes it needs to not shut up. Sometimes it needs to, keep its thoughts.
Sometimes maybe it shouldn't start a thought if it wasn't preparing to finish it. Damn brain.
Well, that sounded passive-aggressive.
Yeah.
All right. So, thank you again for joining us on ProCASTination. We will upload this to my LinWolf7 profile on YouTube, and we will figure out what the next topic is. And if it's senses, hey, Kayla, we can talk about it with you. And that's what I was thinking. When we did the voice clip, we'll have to see how that sounded. And
okay.
Sounded on the stream, and
Yep.
if it came through pretty clear, hey, maybe have an actual voice commentary from anybody watching us would be neat in the future.
Yeah, that might be something that we can do. Anyone in the comment section on YouTube, obviously, if you have any suggestions for future topics, leave that in the comments below.
Absolutely.
We would love to hear from you. Don't stay silent. Click in that comment section. Get involved. If you think we suck, try to make us better. I don't know.
If you think we suck, tell us. I don't care. I always invite negative criticism.
Yeah,
I find it funny.
Yeah.
I find it funny.
Either find it funny or, if it's constructive criticism.
Well, then it's good.
Yeah, it's good. We can work with that.
So once again, my name was Lynn, and this was Alex.
I'm Alex.
And this has been ProCASTination, and we will see you next Friday.
She missaid it. It's ProCASTination.
Did I say it wrong?
You said procrastination.
Oh my god.
How did you fuck it up? You fucked up the name of our own show.
I'm sorry. Okay, this is ProCASTination.
And we'll see you next Friday. Stay tuned. Yeah.
Stop that.